Good morning guys and welcome back. So today we're going on a Jeep family adventure. We're at this beautiful Airbnb out in the back of Cooloolabin State Forest. We're going to be here for 3 days. We've got 2 nights, 3 days here. We've taken Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off work. We've come exploring the back roads and State Forest of Cooloolabin. Now this is just a short drive from where we live. It's probably half an hour, so it's not too far, but so different. Like, we're in the middle of nowhere, there's only dirt roads to get here. It's only a short distance, but it feels so different. It feels so secluded, so serene, and so beautiful. Now I'll give you guys a quick house tour. Yesterday when we arrived, kind of unpacked, got settled in, and to put my son to sleep, we kind of went and explored some of these back roads. I'll show you guys on the map what I mean, but I don't know if they're like service roads or to service the state forest or what they are, but we ended up going past this beautiful dam, as I'll show you guys in a second, and these beautiful lookouts, a few waterfalls and stuff like that. And we didn't really get lost, but we ended up going through this kind of hard four-wheel drive track. Now it was kind of silly of us, we were by ourselves, we weren't prepared, we didn't have any recovery tracks or any recovery gear at all. All I had was a shovel. Luckily we didn't get stuck, but there's a few sketchy moments here where we were like, we probably shouldn't be going down here. We had no cell reception, we didn't have the UHF connected. As I said before, we didn't have any recovery gear at all, so we got stuck out there. Man, we would have been stuck for a while. It's one of those tracks that a car might come down once a day, if that. It's in the middle of nowhere. As you can see around us, there's the Airbnb there, there's another cabin there, and they've also got another cabin down further on the property as well. But you're really secluded. As I said, there's only dirt roads to get back here, which is nice. It's nice and refreshing to kind of like get a little bit of dirt underneath the tyres off the Jeep, and do a little bit of off-roading. It's pretty much off-roading to get to this point as well. They do recommend you bring a four-wheel drive, so if you guys are interested in staying in this Airbnb, I'd recommend bringing your Jeep or your four-wheel drive, no matter what it is. And I'll leave a link for the Airbnb down below if you guys want to check it out. But they've got a spa, they've got an indoor fireplace for the winter. It's on this nice property there. They've got chickens. It's just a nice week away. It's just a nice to get in the Jeep and get out on some adventures, no matter how far you go. As I said, it's only half an hour from where we live, so it's not too far, but it's nice to get out, get away from work and the daily life of being stuck at home, especially after this virus and everything else that's happened in the last couple of months of this year. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a house tour. Let me know what you think down below, and let me know what adventures have you guys been on since the restrictions for this isolation have lifted. So let's get on to the house tour. Alright, as you guys seen, that house is kind of in the middle of nowhere. Down there's awesome dirt roads. I can't believe people live out here. Like, they have to take a dirt road to their house every single day. I mean, it's so different than what we used to. This is like suburbia sort of thing, even though like we do back into big bushland and stuff like that. We're still kind of like in suburbia-ish, but they're like rural. We saw some kids getting dropped off by the school bus down these dirt roads. It was kind of different, and it was kind of nice as well. How different people actually live. but it's a beautiful house. The only downside of that place was that it's quite dark inside, so it's kind of hard to film. It was only dark because it's surrounded by trees. It doesn't get a lot of natural light coming into the actual house itself, which wasn't too bad, but it was a little bit hard to film in there. But one of the things that I noticed about it, it was kind of like American style. It's American style, like kind of like log cabin with those big exposed beams. It had that one beam coming up. It's kind of like a tree, and it kind of like went into the roof, which was really cool. And the other things I liked as well is that it had a spa, and that fireplace as well. It was just amazing to just sit there in the spa, listen to the birds, no road noise. It was just you and the bird. Just, oh, it was so peaceful. It was nice to go out with the family, sit in the spa with my son, and just relax. And at night time, set that fire up. It got a little bit cold, because as I said before, there wasn't a lot of natural light coming into the house. It got pretty cold, but that fire definitely warmed it up. It's kind of like an old style farmhouse where it had, above the doors, had big openings to let a lot of the heat in from the fireplace to heat up the rest of the house, which is a cool idea. But at the break of dawn, you got all this light coming in. But it was nice to sit in front of the fire, relax with a few snacks, a bottle of wine and a couple of beers, which is always nice. So on day 2, we got up pretty early in the morning. We kind of packed some of our stuff up, and we headed north to Kenilworth. Kenilworth's like a small rural town north of kind of Cooloolabin, where we were staying. It's probably about a 20-22 minute drive, and we went there to the Kenilworth bakery, and they do the most amazing donuts, and that's exactly what they're known for. So we got a couple donuts, we got a pie and a sandwich as well, and then we went for a bit of a walk, which is just down the road. This beautiful place that I found called Fig Tree Walk. It's like a proper boardwalk, and it's got these massive fig trees. As you guys have just seen, we can actually stand in the proper roots of these trees, and they're dotted all across the place. And someone's built, I don't know if it was the council or whoever it was, but they've built this beautiful pathway that runs the whole way around all these different fig trees, and then down by the water as well, which is a beautiful walk to kind of work off some of those donuts. If you guys want to check these places out, I'll leave a link in the description below about the Airbnb, and I'll try and find a proper location for the fig tree walk as well. I definitely recommend this, but all in all, it was just a nice couple days out with my family. It was good to get the Jeep off-road a little bit, even though if it wasn't intentional, but it's not about that. It's about getting it with your family, packing up the Jeep, and just go explore somewhere new that you haven't been before. So I definitely encourage you guys to get out there, no matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's a hardcore four-wheel driving track. Sometimes it's not about that. It's about getting out and exploring, and making memories with your family. So I hope you guys like this video. It's a little bit different than what we're used to, working in the garage and working on the Jeeps. And I really haven't filmed stuff like this before, but hopefully as we go on and these restrictions kind of ease with this virus, we can start filming more stuff like this. I really enjoyed it. As my son gets older, it might get a little bit easier. Kind of have to work around his naps and stuff like that, which isn't too bad. But then we can adventure a bit further. We can do some beach trips and maybe some camping as well. But if you guys like this video, smash that like button. Leave a comment if you've got anything to add. Let me know what you guys have been up to since these restrictions have kind of eased a little bit, and things are kind of getting back to normal. And also smash that subscribe button as well if you guys want to stay up to date with more videos. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.